Hello class. Okay, so in this video, I will be explaining to you how to get the answers in each of the items. Alright, dito sa answer sheet ninyo for week number 4, which has a lesson or which has a topic of rectangular coordinate system. Ayan. So, dito sa letter A, I will just answer first yung first item dito, yung letter A lang. So the rest is your task naman, di ba? Okay, for letter B, I will going to answer yung first item which is number 1, and for learning task number 2, kasi learning task number 1 yung nasa unahan, di ba? Yeah, learning task number 1, which you can find in your pivot module page 19. At dito naman sa learning task number 2, you can find that in your pivot module on page 21. Okay? Right. So here, in learning task number 2, I will just explain to you kung paano nakuha yung 2, negative 2 and 7. And of course, dito sa letter B, sa learning task number 2, I will give you or show you the solution on how to get the slope. Okay, so let's go back and answer the first item in learning task number 1. Okay, so we have yung instruction dito class is you're going to plot the given points on the coordinate plane. So as you can see here in your answer sheet, meron ng given na coordinate plane. There's no need of kumbaga di na kailangan bumili ng ng coordinate plane, 'di ba? Yung yung paper, yung papel na may coordinate plane or yung notebook na yun, 'di ba? Okay. So here in your answer sheet, you have here yung illustration ng coordinate plane, and we will label this according to the coordinate plane label, 'di ba? So ito yung x-axis, yung horizontal line na yan. Yan, x-axis yan, x-axis. Okay, yung vertical line naman na yan, yun yung y-axis. Okay. So, meron na yung mga numbers na naka-label. Okay. Yung nasa gitna, yan yung yan yung origin, di ba? Start from 0. And then, to the right, you have positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Dito naman to the left naman, left side, from 0 is negative 1 naman up to negative 7. And then of course, dito sa taas or sa direction ng upward, dito sa may y-axis, you have, pag pataas siya, class, pa-upward yung direction, you have positive 1, start from positive 1 up to, o yung given natin dito is up to positive 8. At of course, downward direction ng y-axis is negative. Okay. So here, this is quadrant 1 na may sign na positive dito, yung direction, positive and positive. Okay. Sa quadrant number 2 naman, ayan, meron siyang, uumpisa tayo class, uunahin natin yung x-axis, pangalawa yung y-axis sa ordered pair, di ba? Ito yung x-axis which is positive, at dito naman yung, kasi ito yung tinatawag nating region di ba? Quadrant number 1, region, kumbaga, na meron siyang signs. Yung x-axis is positive, yung y-axis niya ay positive ulit, kasi di ba positive. Quadrant number 2, start from x-axis, negative siya, okay? At yung y-axis naman niya ay positive sa ordered pair. Quadrant number 3, meron siyang negative sign. And quadrant number 4, meron siyang start from positive x-axis, di ba? Positive. and we have negative y-axis for this region. Okay, so let's see. Yung given yung letter A is -4 and +3. So of course, if you want to find out where that point is, we will start from the sign, ano? Or maybe, there are two options actually, class, ano? Kung titingnan mo dito sa natin sa illustration, meron dyan mga sign. You just have to compare or to find out kung nasaan yung mga sign na yan. So for example, yung letter A, negative and positive. So hahanapin mo lang dyan, class. Saang quadrant yung may negative and positive? So ito siya, no? Negative and positive. So quadrant number 2. So para ma-plot mo siya, okay, para ma-plot mo siya, we will start from -4. Pwede na naman yung 3. For as long as you follow yung paggamit ng coordinate plane. Okay? So para mas madali na lang, para mas madali nating i-plot, we will start from the x, which is -4 for our ordered pair. Ano? -4. So hahanapin natin. So remember that the horizontal line is an x-axis. A vertical line is the y-axis. So start from -4, which is x-axis. Nasa horizontal line tayo mag-uumpisa. So saan ba si -4? So ito siya, class, ano? So ito yung -4. Lagyan lang natin ng kumbaga mark dito para hindi tayo malito. And then find out kung nasaan yung +3 sa y-axis. So hindi ka dito, class, dito ka dapat kasi ito yung region na nasa consideration natin. So 1, 2, and 3. So ito siya. Lalagyan natin ng mark. And then we will intersect. Para ma-plot mo siya, all you have to do is gumawa ka lang ng ng parang broken lines, ano? And then dito naman, lagay mo din dito. So as you can see, ito yung place, ito yung section kung saan nag-intersect yung dalawang lines, di ba? So this is your letter A na may -4 and +3 na x-axis. I mean ordered pair. Okay, this is the area or the point for our letter A. Okay. Okay, so sa letter B naman, class, identify the quadrant or the axis of the following points. So dito, 'di ba, as you can still remember yung sinabi ko, number 1 lang yung sasagutan natin. So we have -4 and -2. So ano yung quadrant daw yung -4 and -2? So as you can see here in our illustration, may nilagay na tayong kung saan yung quadrant, tsaka yung saan yung mga signs. So negative and negative. So we will look for a quadrant na may negative and negative sign. So that's quadrant number 3. So ilalagay lang natin dito, class, na quadrant 3. Okay. So quadrant 3. So here in your learning task number 2, which you can find in page 21 in your pivot module. You read the instruction carefully. So, complete the table lang yung instruction natin. Just like yung given, ano? So, we have here the equation 2x plus y is equal to 3. So, given yung x, which is -2, given yung y, which is 7. Okay, so, paano nangyari yon, class, ano? So, here is the solution. So, ito yung given, 2x plus y is equal to 3. So, yung answer niya dyan ay -2 and yung y naman ay 7. Let's find out kung talagang tama yung solution for x and y. Okay, so 2 times yung value ng x is -2. And plus, okay, that's 7 and 3. So, class, just a reminder, kapag magsasubstitute ka ng number para sa variable, okay, all you need to do is to create or to write a parenthesis, open and close parenthesis, at ilagay mo yung value niya, which is negative 2 and positive 7. For x, okay, 2 times x dapat dito, di ba? So, instead of x, nilagay lang natin yung open and close parenthesis, and then negative 2 for its value in the table, di ba? And for y, nilagay lang natin na open and close parenthesis, and its value, which is 7. And then, if we evaluate this one and see if talaga 3 yung equivalent niya. Okay, remember that this is an equation. We are balancing the equation. Okay, so let's use the Pemdas or the rule of operation or the order of operation. Diba? Pemdas. Pemdas. Ito yung gagamitin natin kapag marami ng operation yung involved. As you can see here, we have multiplication, we have addition. So yun, di ba? We do not know if kung ano yung uunahin natin. So using the PEMDAS, so CP stands for parentheses, exponent for E, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Alright? So let's start with P since siya naman yung nauna sa abbreviation. So parentheses. So titingnan natin dito sa pangalawang step. Ito, step 1, step 2. Pangalawang step ng solution. So parentheses meron. However, yung laman ng parentheses ay isang element lang. So, there's no need of, calculating, di ba? Kasi wala namang magagawa dyan sa negative 2, tsaka sa positive 7. All we need to do is to cross this one kasi walang gagawin dyan. So, let's have another for E, which is exponent. So, as you can see, wala namang visible na exponent dyan. So, x again, and proceed to another. So, multiplication tayo, class. So, as you can see here, meron tayong multiplication. 2 times negative 2. So, that is now the time to proceed to multiplication. Huwag tayo basta mag-a-add, ano? Halimbawa, negative 2 plus 7. Hindi. Yung gagawin natin or gagamitin natin ay yung gagamitin natin ay yung PEMDAS or the rule of operation. Alright? So, step 3 is to multiply first. Okay, 2 times negative 2. Remember the laws of sign or the rule of signs. So, negative and positive, if you multiply, the result should be negative. That is 4. And then, plus, this is 7, is equal to 3. So, paano natanggal yung parentheses? Bakit nilagay ko lang na 7 dito? Paano natanggal yung parentheses? Kasi class, if you encountered already, kumbaga sa inyong previous grade level, di ba? Pag ganyan, okay, para matanggal yung parentheses, all we need is to multiply yung yung sign, di ba? Positive, since yung 7 is positive times positive is positive 7. Okay, actually, sige, lagyan natin dito. Di ba 7, ganyan, 7. So 7, all numbers, all variables has always a factor na 1 sa unahan. Okay, palaging may factor yan na positive 1. So in here, we have positive 1 times positive 7. That's positive 7. Just like this one. All numbers, remember, all numbers, all variables has a factor of 1. Remember that, class. Okay? So, we have negative 4 plus 7 is equal to 3. So, we will follow or apply a rule na naman na tinatawag natin laws of signs or rule of signs. So, ito, instead of adding this, since unlike signs sila, we will subtract. So, 4 minus 7 is 3. Then, we will follow kung ano yung sign ng bigger number. So, since 7 is bigger than 4, so we will follow the sign of 7, which is positive 3. So as you can see, we have a balance equation. So tama yung given na dito sa y. For you to answer the remaining items in this letter A na complete the table, all you need class is to follow the formula na given, ano? Nandun sa taas. Halimbawa sa pangalawang item, di ba? We have 2x ulit 2x plus y is equal to 3. So meron ng given na x. So ilagay natin dito 2 times 0 plus y is equal to 3. So, yung hinahanapan natin ng value ay y kasi wala pa siyang value dyan. Meron na yung x, y na lang. So, to get the value of y, all you need is to manipulate the equation. Okay? So, all you have to do, class, manipulate the equation and, of course, follow the Pemdas if you have more than one operations involved. Alright, so 2 times 0 is 0 plus y is equal to 3. And of course, transpose. That's your task, class. Okay? Okay, so for our last item here, I will answer the first item in letter B. That's negative 2 for point number 1, negative 2, and 4 for the ordered pair. And point number 2, which is 1 and 6 ordered pair. Alright? So, to get this slope, since the instruction is determine the slope of the line given 2 points. So, dalawang points yung given and we will find the slope of the line. So, to answer this, all you need is to use the formula in finding the slope of the line. M for the slope, okay, is equal to a fraction. Numerator niya ay y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay, so we will rewrite the first item or dito na lang, ano? Ito yung first point, second point. So, syempre, pag first point siya, you will write x sub 1, yung x sub 1, ito naman y sub 1. Okay? Kasi nga order pair, x and y order pair. Ito naman, kasi second point siya, of course, siya yung x sub 2 at siya naman yung y sub 2. Okay? So, do not be misled about that. So, ilalagay lang natin dito sa formula. Okay. Hanapin natin yung y sub 2 minus y sub 1. Yung y sub 2 natin ay 6, positive 6, minus, okay, minus y sub 1. Okay, y sub 1. Y sub 1 is positive 4. For our x2 naman, x sub 2, we have 1 minus x sub 1, diba? 1 minus, x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Yung x sub 2 is 1, ayan, x sub 2 is 1, and siya, yung x sub 1 naman, ay negative 2. So, negative 2. So, this is one of the mistake na na-encounter ng mga students, ano? So, paano sinusulat yung ganyan? So, all you need, class, negative 2 to, negative 2. All you need to write is to put parentheses para ma-identify natin kung saan yung mga numbers na may sign, di ba? Para hindi tayo malito, lagyan lang natin ng parentheses para hindi siya confusing. Pag ganyan yung scenario. Okay, next step is to simplify. So 6 minus 4 sa taas or sa numerator, that's positive 2. Ang sa ilalim naman, 1 minus negative 2. Okay, simplify lang natin yung 1 minus negative 2. So again, all numbers or letters or all numbers and all variables has a factor of 1, positive 1. So pag i-multiply mo yan, you get negative 2 according to the rule of sign. So ginawa ko yan, class, para matanggal yung parentheses. Okay? So that's why magiging, as you can see here, negative yung sign ng 1 since yung nasa labas is negative. So dapat negative 1, sorry. Okay, negative 1 times negative 2 becomes positive 2. diba? Positive 2. So, instead of writing minus dito, lagay natin positive 2. Alright, so 2 over 1 plus 3, 1 plus 2, sorry, is 3. Okay, so our slope is 2 over 3. Okay, 2 is the rise, diba? Tapos 3 is the run.